Hello, yogis. How are you doing today? It's nice to be here with you. So this is going to be a little bit different than all of the other videos you're going to find on the YouTube channel or on my website. So the design of this video is Intro to Yoga. So this is for you beginner yogis who want to take more of an intermediate or advanced class, but just really aren't there necessarily in your practice yet, or you're not sure about all the postures. So this is only going to be about a 10 to 15 minute video of me giving you a really brief rundown of how some of those classes look and where we want to be in those postures, what a vinyasa or a chaturanga looks like, and just some of those alignments in those postures that I won't touch on in a bit of a faster paced class. So, hi, my name is Justine. If this is your first video watching, you could be checking this out on my YouTube channel at Justine Ray Yoga, or you could be watching this live on my website, Oh My Dharma. So either way, welcome. I'm glad to be here with you. So all of my practices through Oh My Dharma or my YouTube channel are going to follow a general flow. They're going to start with meditation. Then we're going to do a nice warm up into our practice. So those are going to be more seated postures, working into the movements of the spine, postures on all fours. Those are really, really self-explanatory when we're going through them. I do explain them and you should be able to follow along to them. However, what I did want to touch on was meditation. When I first started my yoga practice, I thought that meditation needed to look like this, sitting nice and tall in the easy pose with the legs crossed, eyes closed, and breathing. While this is a wonderful meditation position, don't get me wrong, there are lots of other options. So as you see behind me, I have props. I have the blanket, the bolster, and the blocks. So you can use those to get comfortable, but you don't need those as well. You can start meditation in a child's pose, laying down onto the back like you would in Shavasana, laying onto the tummy or the side. You can sit leaning up against a wall. One of the biggest obstacles in our meditation practice is that we are uncomfortable. So we constantly fidget, which is going to steal our mind away from our breath, which is going to work us deeper into that meditation. So if we can eliminate that obstacle of being uncomfortable, why wouldn't we? So please know that whenever you're practicing with Oh My Dharma or at Justine Ray Yoga, I want you to be comfortable, and that includes meditation. So from there, we'll, like I said, go into that nice warm-up of gentle postures. But then we work into a wind-up or peak portion of the practice. So this is where the flow is going to pick up, the breath is going to pick up, and the postures are going to increase in difficulty or in fast-paced movement. If you are taking a yin or a gentle flow practice, this does not apply. Those classes are open to all levels of yogis, regardless of your level. So this description does not apply to those classes. So when we do come into our warm-up, lots of times I will start our practice with a sun salutation. So I am going to show you what that looks like. So what we do is we start in a down dog, and I'm actually going to turn sideways so that you can maybe see this a little bit better. So we're going to start into our down dog. So the feet are about hip width apart and the hands are about shoulder width apart. Nice big breathing. And then from here, I'm going to say you can walk, step, or jump your way to the top of your mat. So you can walk or take steps, or if you are working on that jump, you just bend into the knees and jump up to the hands, okay? Then we're gonna inhale for a halfway lift. So the hands are coming halfway up the legs, almost to the knees. We wanna think of having a nice long spine. The crown of the head is reaching forward, and then we're gonna exhale to a forward fold. Okay, I'm going to turn to face you so it makes a little more sense again. As we inhale, we bring the arms out to the side, nice up and open, all the way reaching up. Exhale, we return to that forward fold. So a nice swan dive forward, keeping the chest open, the heart open. Once again, inhale, halfway lift. So we think of that nice long spine. Exhale to forward fold. From here, we're going to plant the hands. We're going to walk, step, or jump back. So we're landing into that high plank position. Okay? Here is a variation. You can drop down onto your knees. You don't have to stay in that high plank. If you are dropping to your knees, you're going to lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, cobra. So just lifting that chest up, keeping the abdomen to the floor. Exhale down, and then you're going to push back up onto those knees, tuck your toes, and send your hips up into the down dog. Okay. Now, if you're not taking the variation, you're going to land into that high plank. So instead of dropping down to the knees, you'll stay up into the high plank. From here, we're going to lower down. You have a choice. You can stay to hover or lower all the way to your belly. If you're lowering all the way to your belly, you're going to inhale for that cobra again. However, if you're going to that hover, you're going to inhale for an up dog. So as you see, my abdomen is up off the floor, as are my thighs and my knees. Exhale to down dog. Okay, so that is a sun salutation A. Sun salutation, and that is also, sorry, I should include, that is also a vinyasa or a chaturanga. They can be named both. You will notice in lots of other classes, they will be called a vinyasa or a chaturanga. I throw the phrases back and forth. I try not to, but that high plank all the way down, cobra or up dog, and then into your down dog is a chaturanga. So those are really important to know, especially in a flow class, as we do them quite a bit. For your sun salutation B, looks really similar. However, when we're in that forward fold at the top of our mat, as we inhale, we sweep our arms up and we exhale to sit into a chair pose. Ooh, right? Okay, then from there, we go back to our forward fold. We go to our high plank. We go through that chaturanga, landing into your down dog. And then with a sun salutation B, as soon as we land into that down dog, we lift the right leg up, we root down the right foot, and we come into a warrior one position. Ooh. Okay, so then from here, we'll go back down, send the foot back, and I will say float it or connect it. If you want to float it, it stays up. If you want to connect it, it goes down. You go through your vinyasa or chaturanga, and then you lift your left leg up and land into a warrior one on the left side. Repeating that, and then landing into your down dog. Okay, so that is the sun salutation B. A little bit different than the sun salutation A, but you're literally just adding in that chair pose and then the warrior ones on each side of the body, and then you reset the whole cycle again. It's a good song. Got to jam while you got it. Okay, so what else did I want to explain to you today? So that was the sun salutation A and B. So for a warrior one, you just seen me go into that position. But when we do come into a warrior one, I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see the alignment a little bit better. So that back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Front knee is bent, and we want the knee to be stacked above the ankle. The hips are not opening to the side. The hips are opening forward. And we bring our arms up, trying not to flare the ribs out, so tucking them in and breathing. Okay, so this is your warrior one position. Warrior two is where we open up. So the back foot will now become parallel to the back edge of your mat, still keeping that nice bend in your front knee, but the hips are opening to the side, and you're looking down that front hand. Now, another popular posture from here is exalted warrior. What you'll do is flip your front palm to the ceiling, and as you exhale, simply sweeping it back. Make sure you're not putting a lot of weight onto that back leg with the hand. You can bring it to bind if that helps. Okay? The other option from here that we come into quite a bit is extended side angle. So what that looks like is placing the front arm onto the thigh, sweeping that back arm down, up and open. Tons of options from here. And if I am guiding them in the practice, I will explain them and you can take them from there. So warrior two, exalted warrior, extended side angle. I think that is most of what I wanted to touch on that you will find in the wind up and the peak portions of the practice. All the other postures, I will explain them as I go through because they do need a little bit of explanation to even get into them. But those ones, when we're in a power flow or a sun salutation flow or a faster paced class, those postures I do not explain. So I wanted to create a little video so that you did know what they were all about. Yeah, I think that's all I really have to say for this intro to yoga video. There will be more coming eventually as I am adding in chunks. So I will go deeper into chunks of the flow. So I will dive deeper into the warm-up and what those postures look like the cat-cows, the child's pose, the thread the needles, all of that. I will go deeper into that and with each section of the practice. But that will take some time. So I wanted to get this up there for you beginner yogis who do want to take more of those intermediate classes. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email or reach out to me on social media or comment on this video, and I will be more than happy to help. If you are joining me watching this on my YouTube channel, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It's the only way that it gets out there. And if you are watching this from my website, thank you so much. Make sure to take a look at the memberships if you're on the free trial and give us a shot. I really have put my heart and soul into this practice, into doing this on my own. So I really hope it's received as well as it makes me feel. And I am sending all of my love. So I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll chat soon and check out one of those videos. See ya.